All right, welcome back into another episode of Indiebnb. Today we are joined by the band Cafe Bleu out of Atlanta, Georgia. I have Nick, JT, and Spencer with me here today. Boys, how we feeling?
Doing great.
All right.
Yeah, doing great.
Awesome. Well, appreciate you guys hopping in here for a little bit of a stay in the Indiebnb. Want to kind of understand, how you guys got started here. I know y'all are at ATL based. Was this a project when you guys all moved here? Have you guys been together for a while? What's the story here?
I formed the project back in 2023, and then it started out as a cover band of a group called Aztec Camera from the '80s from Scotland, and slowly we kind of began growing into a group and kind of scouted all these guys, and well, now we're here and we've got all these great influences and great sound, very unique things going on.
Yeah, can you repeat what was the cover band you guys were? What was the band you guys were covering for?
Yeah, the band we were covering was a Scottish band from the '80s called Aztec Camera.
Aztec Camera.
Yeah,
Aztec Camera.
Weird little name of all these old, really very unknown indie groups from the '80s that were blending jazz, soul, and all this stuff. And I kind of grew up with that kind of music, so it kind of is growing into what it is now, and kind of the next generation leading that sound.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, we are. It's not other people do this.
Yeah.
So you kind of brought up your sound. There is definitely a jazzy element. Somebody I played it for. They're like, it's like a kind of a vibey, like P groove kind of like feel. Like, what do y'all go for when when you're playing? Like, obviously you start as a cover band into something, but it seems like you guys are morphing into your own thing. So like, what's that journey been like?
I'll let you say that one, JT. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, I joined the band in May 2024 or so. So it had been fairly established, but our goal was to learn these Aztec Camera songs, which I had never heard of Aztec Camera when I had joined. But Nick made it really clear that he wanted to learn these songs and then start writing original music kind of under this style. And so as somebody that hadn't heard of Aztec Camera, the main elements that I first saw was the drums are very hard-hitting, high velocity, style hits, very post-punky, but then there's a lot of Latin elements as well. So, percussion sections, very important in all the songs as well. Like I said, with post-punk, there's synths everywhere, which is a really important element, and bass lines are just ripping. Rhythm section really is high velocity, high complexity stuff, and then there's obviously a very key important element of storytelling in the lyrics. There's a lot of abstract lyrics through a lot of these influences that Nick has. So that is one of the key elements that was really foundational. Our first song that we released and recorded was also the first song that we really wrote as a group, and that's the way it goes. And I think you can really hear that once that first post-chorus kind of bridge thing hits, and we break out of the contemporary 1/4 pop song, and it starts to really go into these different elements. It really just opens the door to a lot of what the rest of our catalog sounds like.
Got it. Now, like within that writing process for that song, like who kind of brought did it come as like each one of you guys brought something, or was it collaborative? Give me kind of the overarching theme there with the writing process.
So we definitely all brought our own pieces. Currently, everything released doesn't actually have the extremely talented Spencer James.
No.
He is not on any of the recordings.
No.
I was really adamant about wanting to re-record stuff, and he kind of propped up the ego a little bit and was like, "No, dude, like it's good. Like let's just move forward." And that's the energy I appreciate. So always moving forward.
We got new stuff coming though.
Very soon. Very soon. And but for That's the Way It Goes, Nick, he gets the chords, gets the lyrics, and brings it. Drums, is pretty straightforward. I hear what he does. I take all my influences, like a lot of heavy metal, rock, and blues, and try to give some nice big booming drums, like a lot of these influences that Nick showed me. I was like, I can do that, and everyone kind of lends their part. Oftentimes, there's vague, kind of abstract ideas. What if we did something like this? But there's really room for everybody just to do their own sort of thing, and these songs tend to take different turns. Like, for instance, an example I think of is a song called "Beneath the Moving Streets" that we have coming out really soon. The bass line in that, right, is kind of a different element that we currently is a little unique in that song,
Yeah, and that's actually, I think that song is a super good example of that, because that's when that song kind of just wrote itself over the course of a few rehearsals, and that was definitely me trying new stuff too. Like there's like this little bass like riff that's like a big part of the intro and like the last like post chorus, I guess. But it's kind of got like some like Peter Hooky like lead high register elements to it that I've like never really messed with at all. So that's been kind of fun to bring just play new styles of music, and it's cool that everybody clearly has like their own experiences that they bring to the table when we're all writing together.
Yeah.
Nice.
This really is a blend of very different. We all come from very different styles, and it all comes together really to bring something really magical. And it's like Nick said, it's just great that we're kind of taking this torch of this little flame that got really dim after the '80s that just no one seemed to pick up, and we're ready to take it and do something new. It's just new.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, what for you guys, like, obviously you get in, you learn the cover songs, and you kind of start writing off of that and layering, your own kind of influences in there. Like, when you do play a live set, like, do we still have a little throwback to the covers? Do we got some, elements there, or is it mainly, hey, we're all originals now, like we're going in and kind of playing only Cafe Blue songs?
Yeah, so we don't really do too many of the covers that we used to do anymore. It's funny. Mermaids is actually a cover. That song was written by a fellow in the UK called Andy Pollock, and I grew up listening to that song as a child, the original one from the '80s. And funny enough, I found him on Facebook one day, and I started to talk to him a lot, and started teaching me a little bit, like little tips about writing in that very allegorical manner, which I use now in the writing, and very poetic and stuff like that. And then one day, I was like, before like the group even started, I was like, oh man, would you let me do a cover of this and release it? He was like, absolutely, man. He was like, do it. He was like, I fully support it. And fast forward, it's out now, and we brought our little blends of it, as said.
I loved Nick's idea. He wrote this song called "Rain Come Down," and he like from the beginning he saw the vision. He was like, I have this song, and I want to pair it with mermaids, and I mean I think the story is beautiful because we changed the song up a good bit.
Yeah.
For instance, the original song is kind of on this more drum loop thing. We didn't even record that song to a click. There's a lot of borrowed measures, a lot of stuff, and you can hear in the percussion elements. It's faster. There's borrowed measures. It's really drivey and does something really different. And it's just a great pairing for Rain Come Down. The two songs just communicate really well together. It was expertly written and prepared by Nick. He knew exactly what he was doing. It was great.
We've seen him write lyrics for a song over the course of a rehearsal before. He's good at what he does.
Very much so.
Well, what are some of the things that inspire you, Nick? I mean, when you're in a rehearsal, like what are Like, are you just kind of thinking about concepts that you have kind of written up, or thoughts you have there? Like, what happens there?
I guess, well, really, lyric wise, I try to be as like, in other words, like I said, allegorical as possible, making really weird, kind of, lyrics that really stand out, and that really just kind of have this really dreamy kind of atmospheric thing that you'd really only see in a dream. Like, we have the song that's coming out right now. It's called the Seaside Town. It's another unreleased one that I started out with Welcome to the Seaside Town, and the second lyric goes into you should know better than to breathe this air, and like all these little things like breathing this kind of air, or like in Mermaids, like feeding ice cream to rattlesnakes, or like Beneath the Moving Streets, like as we were talking, they're all very weird songs that are very dreamy, like when the song comes out, people will be like, oh, what's it about? But Beneath the
Bruised Arcade.
Yeah, and the Bruised Arcade, things like that, weird stuff, and I think all that stuff was just like so like poetic to me when I hear it in these artists I grew up with, and like all my guitar work is really all jazz inspired because I started out as a jazz guitarist, playing all this jazz stuff on like Wes Montgomery, Barney Kessel, Ted Green, and I was just so inspired by jazz. And then there was this genre that I grew up listening to, and I was like, oh well, I want to put it all together. And then that's kind of what it kind of came into, this really obscure thing that is Cafe Bleu now, very out of the norm.
I mean, I think like for you guys, I mean, you guys only formed in 2023. Like any of the other kind of jammy type bands that I talk with, like there is an element like when you're in the live set or in rehearsal, like how important is rehearsal for you guys to start learning each other? So whenever you do have a live set, like, you can kind of read each other and be like, okay, like we know that, we need to come out of it now or need to come back into it, or this is going to be the next, part. Like, have y'all gotten that, flow, or, where's that at right now?
It's very, very interesting because I hear that comparison all the time. Like, y'all are a jam band, but
yeah.
I grew up playing the blues. I've been in bands where we would take a song and make it 13 minutes long. We carry our own energy, and we're good at jamming. Like, when we get in here and we just start vibing, some really great magic stuff comes. But for our live shows, we're actually very meticulous about it, very punctual. The audience, it's great that the audience thinks we're jamming because it means that we're capturing that magic each time,
Yeah.
But really, there's a meticulous, set of actions that we're attempting to execute each time, because, like Nick said, these are very jazz-based songs, but it's jazz elements onto this post-punk sort of genre, which for the most part is like usually just we're going to do 4 chords on a loop, right? But since we're adding all these bridges and all of this stuff, we break away into these very meticulous sections where it's like, we know what we're trying to execute, but luckily we have the chops and the experience of the jams where we can kind of make it a somewhat unique experience each time, which I think really props the songs up a lot.
Got it. Well, as you guys go, like, I mean, for somebody to come see you guys, like where are we going? We have a tour or some kind of like, a couple of shows lined up, or is it mainly kind of we're in, hey, release music mode and then, get into that, phase a little bit later? Kind of where are we at standing on that for our part of the band there?
Yeah, we're kind of doing both right now. We're getting over to Athens finally, which we just haven't really gotten the chance to yet. We've played some really great venues around Atlanta. We've done Eddie's, we've done the Earl a few times.
Masquerade.
Yeah, Masquerade. We've done Smith's. So yeah, I'd say we're kind of towing the line and doing both a little bit right now.
Got it.
Which is great. It's fun. It's engaging.
We just played Charleston long ago.
Yeah, we were
actually.
just up in Charleston for 4th of July. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd y'all play in Charleston?
We're at the Purple Buffalo.
It's a little club up in North Charleston. Yeah, it was fun.
On August 30th, you'll be able to see some clips from that. That was the big point of it. Like Nick mentioned, the seaside town. I grew up in Charleston, and it was a really surreal experience for Nick to show up one day with this random song called "The Seaside Town." Because for me, when I watch this music video that we've got, it just kind of feels like it's going through my life. It's like all those practices when Nick just showed up and started singing "The Seaside Town." Like that video is what I saw in my mind while we were, practicing the songs, because that's where I grew up. So it's really beautiful to see all that imagery with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly one of the more premier. I think I never want to say under the radar, but like people don't talk about Charleston as like kind of a music hub, but like there's a ton of surf rock and folk. I mean, like Susto and the guys from I believe Band of Horses. They like some of the guys from Band of Horses live there. Like there's a lot of folk that live in that area that are very, very talented. We've had a ton on our show, because I have a buddy who I grew up with who is an artist in Charleston, Danny Martin. Shout out Danny from Two Slices. Like, we've seen like a ton of people coming from that like part of town, part of the country, and it's like very interesting to kind of. I almost see their scene as a little bit, I'm jealous of their scene a little bit. Maybe it's because they're by the sea. I don't know. But like, I'm kind of jealous that they've got, a lot of, we've obviously got some great clubs here, but I would, love to go down there and get a good thing.
Windjammer's beautiful. There's a lot of great spots around Charleston for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very luxurious.
Yeah, our buddies Scott Door Sedan are from Charleston.
Yeah.
Shout out them. We've played some shows with them. So
yeah, I need to get them. I've seen they've been on the social creeping around, kind of like the boys from Covanova were for a while with me. So I need to make the intro and get them on. I've seen a lot of their stuff. So
and they have a great live show.
Great dudes.
Yeah.
They jam.
Yeah, they become friends of ours. Yeah,
they're great.
I love it. Well, so as we go through, so it sounds like the the next step, Beneath the Moving Streets sounds like it's the next one coming out for you guys. Like, what's the do we have a date on it, or is it kind of a mid? August 30th.
Our EP is called Caution to the Wind.
Yeah, 6 songs.
Caution.
6 songs, so more than double of our catalog. And these songs are infinitely higher quality than the stuff we have out right now.
They're very special songs.
While we were stepping into this already niche category and kind of rebranding and bringing our own light to it, one of the original things that I really leaned into specifically for recording the drums was I wanted to use 70s recording methods. So all of those original singles, I was really trying to work backwards because I felt like we were taking this older thing and we were bringing new life to it, and knowing that we would have the opportunity to bring things more modern, I took the step of deciding that those first singles were actually going to do the opposite, and that we were going to do older school techniques and do things to make it sound even more vintage, so that it can really feel like it's in that 80s style. But this project to me feels like a 2025 project. It doesn't feel as much of a throwback. It feels tight, punchy, loud, but very intimate and allegorical, and with a lot of jazz elements sprinkled all throughout. So it's
very interesting. It's a very great thing. JT is our audio engineer. He does everything, from mixing and everything. He's very, very talented at what he does. And all these songs that are coming out on August 31st are just very special. 30th. Sorry, my bad. 30th, everybody. But they're just very special songs, that they really highlight a big part of the group where, we kind of transitioned from just, the normal musicians who just showed up to play to do more of a family kind of thing that was going on. And I think this is a very big part of our growth. These are all very beautiful songs. And I wouldn't really know what to explain them like. There's jazz, there's soul, there's Latin. There's
psychedelic.
Yeah, I mean, I could name so many musicians that could just be bottled up into one, and then it would be like us. But no, it's really something else.
I have to use a double kick.
Yeah.
Like our set, there's a dedicated double kick moments all over the set, So even though we do this like indie thing, it's there's all these weird things that just are taking from all these different genres.
Yeah.
And just to clarify for the record, Nick, talking about 30th, 31st, technically it's coming out on the 30th, but it's going to be coming out that evening, probably around 9 p.m. or so. So realistically, the average listener that's not trying to stay up late that evening, or if they got some stuff going on, they'll hear it on the 31st.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, that'll be a Sunday release. We'll love it. I mean, it'll be a Saturday Sunday combo. Look, get done with your college football and just unwind with a little tunage. I mean, let's go.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, first weekend. So, well, awesome. Well, I think a lot of it stuff to be excited about. Obviously, the EP coming out on August 30th. Will be the main headliner there, and obviously everybody go check them out on Instagram, and everything will be linked below here, and definitely check them out on Spotify or wherever you stream music. So you can get the vibe, and then hey, they'll be coming to a town near you soon to be able to see the live show and start rolling from there. So excited about that, and really want to dive into a little bit of Pete Peterson's party pack of questions as we wrap up and get into wrap up our boys from Cafe Bleu here. But quickly go, we'll go Nick first, and then we'll go Nick, Spencer, JT in that order. That way we can keep this thing rolling here. But Pete Peterson's party pack of questions is 20 questions right in a row. If we'll just rip through, here we go.
We'll keep up.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
Oh, I see. Cake, definitely.
I thought you were gonna name bands. I'm going with cake.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you know what? No one's ever taken it that way. Of like, hey, like you mean the band Cake? Like, does that include the band? I'm like, hey, like cake's pretty sick.
Yeah, he's a huge fan.
All right, here we go. Salad or soup? What do you like eating more?
I'll go with a salad. There's some good salads out there. There's some good steak salads. You can make like a good steak salad.
Yeah, salad.
Oh yeah.
Add the protein.
Yeah, add the protein. Yeah.
Add the protein. With the protein, maybe a couple blue cheese crumbles on it. I mean, come on, let's go.
That's what I'm
Like,
talking
get it in
about.
there.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
All right. Sunrise or sunset? What are you guys seeing more of these days?
Sunset, 100%.
Both.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a solid balance. I kind of maybe neither sometimes. Maybe wake up, it's dark outside, don't see the sun come up, and also don't get to see it go down.
You get stuck in that studio, man. You're starting to turn those knobs. It just gets dark and dark. You don't ever go outside.
Yeah, get some good work done in the morning, but late night comes soon.
I love it. All right, would you rather hit a home run or score a touchdown?
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Yeah. Home run, dude. Baseball. I grew up playing baseball. Love baseball.
All right, love it. All right, night in or night out? What are the boys from Cafe Bleu having more of?
I'm pretty antisocial, so night in.
I'll have a night out. Yeah.
I've been having way more night ins, but I'll work the night shift a lot, so I don't know if that counts.
I think it doesn't. I think a night out to me is you got to be loose. If you're working, you're working.
I'm leaving tired and ready to take a nap.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, when you do go out though, and your jam comes on, and you're more likely to hit the robot or the worm on the dance floor.
God.
Shoot, I hit the worm, bro. I get down for real. I'll get down.
I want to hit the worm, but I've only got the talent for the robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
He's always got. I love
I'll
it.
do it out there though.
Yeah.
All right, guac or queso at your favorite Tex-Mex spot?
Oh, guacamole
Yeah.
for sure.
Guac for
Guacamole,
sure.
yeah. Guac.
Okay,
Looks
I
like
mean, queso on chips is kind of queso dip. Like that's a luxury, you know.
I hate
I love it. A little hot queso. I like it. We're a little split. Let's go.
Yeah,
All right. Waffles or pancakes in the morning time?
Dang. I like Waffle House, man, but I think I'm gonna go with pancakes. I like pancakes, bro. Some thick pancakes.
Waffles,
Like some
waffles.
All right. Coffee or tea with your waffles or pancakes?
Oh, dang. I don't drink coffee or tea.
Coffee all day. Coffee every day. Yeah.
I don't drink tea.
I'm a tea drinker. No.
All right, coffee. All right, here we go. Dogs or cats?
Cats, yeah.
Dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah.
You gotta get dogs.
I got cats, man.
Shout out Bleu Gargoyles. They have my favorite merch I've found in Atlanta so far. I wear it all the time, and it says "perro" on the back of it, and I just love the
dog,
attention to detail. They just wrote "dog" on it. I don't even know why.
Perro.
It's like a flipper.
Love that. Those- All right, are you more like a ninja or a pirate?
Ah, dang. I'm probably more like a pirate, not gonna lie. I'm not that quiet sometimes, so.
Depends on the day of the week, but probably,
yeah,
probably
it
pirate.
depends. It depends, really.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a stealthy pirate.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
A little bit of both. I like it. All right, chips or pretzels? And now this pretzels includes soft pretzels, so keep that in mind.
I'm gonna have to go with chips, bro.
That's a tough one with chips, I think. Yeah.
I love pretzels, but chips, I have to eat the chips and dip at a Mexican restaurant, you know what I mean? I can't just not eat that ever again.
I feel like I eat more chips than pretzels.
Yeah.
The last time I had a pretzel.
Sure.
Nick hates pretzels. I don't hate them like that.
I don't hate them, bro. I just don't love it like
I
that.
love these pretzels, and I've been like, Nick, just try them. He won't even try them.
Yeah.
Nick, anti-pretzel. All right. Hey, it's okay. It's all right. I'm definitely gonna try to make you eat one when I meet you in person. So, all right, fries or tots?
Fries, 100%.
Oh, that's a tough one. Fries. Yeah, I'm gonna go with fries.
I always go for sweet potato fries, but if they ain't got
Okay.
sweet potato fries, I usually go for tots.
All right. After a long day, are you more likely to hit a TV show or a movie?
Shit. Probably a TV show, I'd say. Yeah.
I'm a movie guy for sure.
Movies.
I
Watch a lot of The Office.
I be on YouTube, and so my links will be very different. I could watch a 10-second video or 2.5 hour. I'll watch a lot of really long YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I will say I might need to update that question because I feel like I spend more time on YouTube just kind of like, getting my feed, learning stuff, doing whatever, like,
Yeah, man. It'd be
finding
like
all the Easter eggs and Fantastic Four, like there's all kind of stuff out there,
Oh, yeah.
So, all right, are aliens real?
I'd say so, yeah.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, they're there. Oh, yeah.
Atlas
Okay.
I3 or whatever. I would not be surprised if this thing that shows up in 2 years is a spacecraft. It wouldn't surprise me. It's pretty.
It'd be wild. All right, Bigfoot, is that real?
Hell no.
I'm gonna say nah, bro.
Nah.
I'm gonna say nah.
No way.
No Bigfoot. All right. All right, is love at first sight real?
I don't know, man. It could be.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
It's like you want it to be real.
Yeah.
And for every single person that genuinely commits off of looking, then yeah. But it's really unlikely to find that nowadays, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it
That's
at
true.
that.
Oh, shit.
So yeah.
All right. Final question to Pete Peterson's Party Pack. I want each of you guys to give me one band that we might not know that we ought to check out.
Prefab Sprout.
Ripe. RIPE.
Ripe. All right. Prefab Sprout.
shout out Ballyhoo. Just got a chance to speak with Howie. Was really stoked for that. Love those guys.
All right. We got three solid ones there. Let's go. We'll have to check them out. Well, guys, you've maintained and you've gone through the gauntlet that is Pete Peterson's party pack of questions. Cafe Bleu, August 30th, 9 p.m. release coming up. They're throwing caution to the wind. It's the most unique record you're gonna have all year. Check them out. Follow them on Spotify. Make sure you get notifications. Follow them on all the socials. Boys, thank you guys so much for taking the time to hop in here.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for having us.
You got it.